Now that I have read your book, I feel like we know each other very well, and we had the wonderful interview the other night that everyone...
As the 30th anniversary of Princess Diana's tragic death looms, Prince William and Prince Harry stand on the brink of a royal showdown, with whispers of rival documentaries threatening to turn their mother's sacred legacy into a battleground, while a bombshell claim that Diana was murdered ignites a firestorm that could shatter their fragile truce. A royal rift reaches fever pitch. August 31st, 2025. The world still mourns Princess Diana, the people's princess, whose life was cut short at 36 in a Paris car crash on this very day in 1997. Her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, once united in grief, now stand divided, their feud a global spectacle. Enter Tom Sykes, the Daily Beast's royal expert, who drops a bombshell on the Daily Beast podcast. The brothers may be planning dueling documentaries for the 30th anniversary of Diana's death in 2027, each aiming to honor her legacy, but through clashing lenses. William, the dutiful heir, is reportedly not remotely amused by Harry's rumored Netflix project, while Harry, the rebellious exile, seeks to tell his mother's story with raw emotion. And as if that weren't explosive enough, Sykes stokes the flames with an essay claiming Diana's death might not have been an accident, thrusting the brothers' rift into a maelstrom of conspiracy and betrayal. The internet erupts. X lights up with hashtag Diana30, fans split between Harry's exploiting her memory and let him tell his truth. Swifties, still stinging from Harry's Netflix ties to Scooter Braun, pile on. Another Sussex flop incoming. One snarks. The prospect of William and Harry battling over Diana's legacy, coupled with Sykes' murder theory, is catnip for tabloids and royal watchers alike. Is this a heartfelt tribute gone wrong, or a royal feud poised to rewrite history? Documentaries divide a dynasty. The stage is set for 2027, when the world will mark 30 years since Diana's fatal crash in the Pont d'El Alma tunnel. Harry, 40, and Meghan Markle, through their Archwell Productions' first look deal with Netflix, are reportedly in talks for a documentary that could be a TV sensation. Sources from the Daily Beast and earlier reports, The Express, March 2025, describe a 2- or 3-part series, with Harry as co-executive producer, host, and narrator, diving into Diana's life, her tumultuous marriage to Charles, and the aftermath of her death. He's uniquely placed to talk about the woman he knew, his mother, a Hollywood insider told The Express, promising fresh insights into her role as a cultural icon. But skepticism lingers. Sussex sources denied similar claims in March 2025, GB News, and their past Netflix projects, like Harry and Meghan, were called boring by some critics, raising doubts about the project's impact. William, 43, isn't staying silent. Protective of Diana's legacy, he's reportedly irked by Harry's move to claim her story per the Daily Beast. Sources suggest he may counter with his own documentary, unwilling to let Harry dominate the narrative. The brothers' 2017 joint project, Diana, Our Mother, Her Life and Legacy, was meant to be their final word, a friend of William's told The Royalist. Now, with Harry's Netflix plans, that unity feels like a distant memory. William is not remotely amused, Sykes reports, hinting at a clash of visions. Harry's raw, personal account versus William's likely measured, royal-approved tribute. The backdrop is their fractured bond. Harry's 2020 exit from royal life, his 2023 memoir Spare, and public criticisms of the monarchy have left William and Harry estranged, not speaking in years. Diana's death, a shared trauma. William was 15, Harry 12, once found them. Now, it's a fault line. Ex-users are torn. William's just jealous Harry's telling the real story. One posts, while another snaps. Harry's cashing in on Diana again. Disgraceful. The divide mirrors their differing paths. William as the future king, Harry as the California-based truth-teller. Media frenzy and conspiracy chaos. Sykes' podcast comments ignite a media storm. The Daily Beast's headline, William and Harry could take bitter royal feud to Diana's grave, sets the tone, with the Times of India echoing, Feud at Diana's grave. GB News warns that Harry's project could torch reconciliation hopes, while Stylecaster questions if the documentaries are real. On X, the reaction is visceral. Harry's documentary will be raw and real. One fan predicts, sharing a clip of his 2017 BBC interview about Diana. Another fumes. William needs to let Harry grieve his way. Swifties, wary of Netflix's Braun connections, chime in. Harry's profiting off Diana while Scooter laughs. One tweets, linking to the Bad Blood docuseries. Sykes' murder theory adds fuel. His essay, questioning the 2008 inquest's conclusion that Diana's crash was due to Henri Paul's intoxication, 3 times the legal limit, and high speed, suggests darker forces. Paul, Diana, and Dodi Fayed died when their Mercedes hit a concrete column while fleeing paparazzi. Only bodyguard Trevor Rees-Jones, wearing a seatbelt, survived. Sykes cites holes in the story, feeding into public distrust of official narratives. So much stuff has come to light about covert actions, he told the Daily Beast, though he admits, I could be wrong. Diana's friend Rosa Monckton's quote, "She died in an ordinary way," clashes with his skepticism, but the conspiracy angle trends as hashtag Diana was murdered, with ex-users debating. Sykes is onto something. One writes, while another counters, leave her memory alone. The media frenzy reflects a deeper obsession with Diana, whose 1997 death at 36 remains a global touchstone. The documentaries, if they materialize, could amplify this fascination, but at what cost? The brothers' silence. Neither camp has confirmed plans, leaves room for speculation, with tabloids thriving on the drama. A mother's legacy in peril. Diana's death was a seismic event. On August 31st, 1997, her Mercedes crashed in Paris, killing her, Fayed, and Paul. The inquest blamed Paul's alcohol levels and speed, with paparazzi pursuit as a factor, but conspiracy theories, MI6 plots, royal cover-ups, have persisted. Sykes' essay taps into this, reflecting 2025's distrust of institutions. William and Harry, shaped by their mother's warmth and defiance, carry her legacy differently. William, bound by duty, upholds her charitable work through the Diana Award. Harry, free from royal constraints, channels her vulnerability in Spare, where he wrote of believing she was hiding after her death. The documentaries are a microcosm of their rift. Harry's could be raw, revealing family tensions and his grief, possibly echoing his Netflix series' confessional style. William's, if it happens, would likely be polished, focusing on Diana's public impact. Both risk turning her memory into a proxy war, with Netflix's commercial stakes, its first-look deal banking on Harry's star power, clashing with William's institutional caution.